I spent the summer of 2013 writing the book Game Plan: How to Protect Yourself from the Coming Cyber Economic Attack. It literally is a game plan. It helps you weaponize money to protect your family. It tells you what America should do. And it had one world-changing idea. Actually, it had several, but one of them is found on page 223. What it says is another initiative at the state level that merits attention is the Texas Bullion Depository, proposed by Representative Giovanni Cabriglione with support from Governor Rick Perry and the approval of Jim Rickards, the author of Currency Wars. If the measure had passed, the state would have sold $1 billion worth of physical gold that it held in New York and bought an equivalent amount to be stored in Texas. The depository would be open to anyone seeking physical protection for his gold, making Texas an economic leader in the event of dollar catastrophe. There were even discussions about providing depositors with the equivalent of an ATM card, enabling them to exchange gold for goods with electronic record keeping down to small fractions of an ounce. With a Texas Gold Card, you could buy a pack of gum or a cup of coffee with gold and never have to hold paper currency. Gold would be added to the seller's account or converted into dollars for exchange. As long as the dollar held up, there would be no need to move to such a system. But in the case of a dollar failure, wouldn't it be good to have a contingency plan ready to go? End quote. All right, we took some steps. We wrote it in the book, took some steps. First, we supported Giovanni. He's now a leader in the Texas House. And he got the Bullion Depository passed in 2015 with our support. And the depository opened in 2018, but it's yet to reach its true potential. In the recent 88th session of the Texas legislature, we made a major push to fulfill the dream. We wanted to add existing technology and the proof of concept from GlintPay, which I've told you about, and others in Switzerland. Unfortunately, gold is not legal tender if it's in GlintPay. Article 1, Section 10 of the Constitution says no state shall make anything but gold and silver coins as tender. Now, they're using gold and silver, but the state isn't making them tender. If we were to add that technology to our existing bullion depository, the implications are huge. It would give you an optional, personal gold and silver standard, private, convenient, tax advantages with economic justice. You could opt out of CBDC, central bank digital currencies, and you could avoid a dollar under attack. Now, we have an amazing team working on it. They're true patriots. We traveled to Austin multiple times. We met with legislators. We ran an Align Act campaign with the help of this audience. You all helped us, and appearances on Flashpoint, WVW-TV, Epoch Times, Lance Wallnow. 2.8 million emails or phone calls were sent in to the legislature and to the governor, the lieutenant governor, the speaker of the House. It really did have an impact. Sadly, we ran out of time in this legislative session. People were amazed that we got as far as we did. In the House, we had a freshman, Mark DeRazio, who introduced the bill, but he attracted bipartisan support with 5 joint authors and 39 co-authors, including both Democrats and Republicans. And the bill made it out of the most overworked and challenging committee, State Affairs, and it even made it through the Calendars Committee, which is a feat in itself. It missed being voted on by just a few hours, and it would have passed had it not been among 8,000 bills filed, plus the turmoil of an unrelated impeachment of our Attorney General and other controversial legislation.